Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody in Giants universe? We're going to go, listen, all right, you all know this is episode 3, season 6. We stomped you out. You know who we are. You know who we are. And you know why we're here, actually. And we're going to talk a little bit of New York Giants football. Obviously, a tale of two teams, a tale of two halves, a tale of two games within one game, whatever you want to call it. Emotional damage. That's it. That's what it's called. All right, so we'll get into it here. Timmy, first, of course. How are you? How's everything? Emotional roller coaster, and you're going to be on some roller coasters later this week.
That's right. I am. I'm pumped up. I'm pumped up for my trip, leaving tomorrow. Can't wait. Yeah, man. This was again. I just got home from being out overnight. Put the game on. I'm like, all right, let's go. And immediately, it's just like, really, again. I'm not gonna lie. It was. I shut it off. I got to take a break. I got to take. If not, my blood pressure was probably going through the roof. I shut it off until halftime, and then when halftime goes, all right, I'm going to watch the second half. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be calm, and holy shit, thank God I did. I don't know what team that was, but wow.
That was kind of me too. You know, you're up for this game because of the shitty way that we got destroyed in week 1, and you kind of thought that they'd get things going, and when they did in the first half, it was misery. We talked about it in our chat, from the line to stuff that went on with Barkley, but we'll get to all that stuff and then some. But this week you have a variety when I toss it to you here. Last week it was only ugly. It was only ugly.
Yeah, only ugly.
And I guess through the first half, much of the same. So good, bad, and ugly, Timmy. What you got?
Yeah, ugly. Whole first half. Simple. It's as simple as that. Again, I've never, ever seen. I mean, I'm shocked that this is the same team. Like from the first half to the second half. They were so bad in the first half. So bad. Getting shut out 20-0 after getting your asses handed to you 40-0. I really thought, I was like, here we go. We're going to go back to the bad show. Like, we're going to start doing the show with the Groundhogs coming back. This is going to suck. The line was terrible. The D was terrible. Barkley would hit with the turnovers. I mean, what the hell is going on? I said, yeah, maybe we should have shut up. I think we should just leave Kadarius Toney alone. Let him screw himself up. Yeah, he's bad juju, bad karma. So you know what? Go do your own thing, man. Good luck to you. Let's just move on from that guy. The good. I mean, there was really no bad. I mean, bad and the ugly, it's all pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
The good, though, the whole second half. Daniel Jones, whether Dave likes it or not. Wow.
And he hates it, by the way.
Wow.
He hates it.
That dude, I mean, it was like first year Daniel Jones, and then all of a sudden it was like, hi, I'm Joe Montana. It's like, what? It's like, where did this guy come from? No, I'm not saying he's Joe Montana, Dave, or whoever else was watching. I'm just saying, what a goddamn. I would love to have been in that locker room for what was said, because when they came out, unless this is a setup, they're like, we're going to lose 20-0 in the first half, and then we're going to come out and show this real team. Maybe we'll show them who we really are now.
To piss everybody off, to get half of our fans on high blood pressure.
Because holy shit, I mean, the line was still a little sketchy, but Daniel Jones was making the plays, man. He was moving. Oh, he was throwing lasers. His touchdowns were the one touchdown to
Hodgins.
Yeah, that was a fucking bullet. I just spit all over the place. I'm getting excited.
Balls.
Three people.
Yes.
Fucking fired that ball, and I was like, holy shit. Ran a couple in. Saquon got his mojo back a little bit. He had right at the bottom. He had 17 carries, 1 touchdown, 6 catches and a touchdown. My favorite play was Jalen Hyatt, the bomb. That's what kicked everything off for us.
Yes.
We need to get this kid going. We need to get him going. We need to get get Daniel Jones the time to get this kid open because he's going to be fantastic. Hyatt was great. He had, 89 yards?
89 yards.
On
2 catches, 89.
What does that tell you? But that was the play that opened everything up that, like, holy shit, we can move the ball. So let's go. So Daniel Jones all of a sudden finishes 321, bunch of touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. I mean, that Waller, where did he woke up? He woke up. He made some fantastic plays down the line. Hodgins was great. Slayton was pretty decent. I mean, this is the team I hope going forward that we see.
That offense.
We got San Fran this week. Okay. We have San Fran this week. It sucks. Their defense is their defense, but I think we can make some noise. If this is the offense we're going to have, we can make some noise. And I hope we can. I just don't want to get blown out anymore. Don't blow us out anymore. I mean, and the defense too. You got to give it to the defense. Our corners played fantastic. I still want pressure from the line. We're not getting pressure on the quarterback. Nowhere near that we should be. I don't know why it's so hard to find a goddamn pass rusher all of a sudden. We're the Giants, for Christ's sake.
I know.
Supposed to have a
pass. What we're known for.
We're known for that shit.
Our identity.
But I think the linebackers played okay. The secondary did play fantastic. McKinney's got to get out of his own head because he's having a lot of stupid penalties.
A little rut there.
But other than that, I memean, like I said, a tale of two teams, a tale of two halves, and let's hope the second half team is going forward. But I can't take another 40-0 drowning.
No, I can't. But like you said, we were pretty excited to see what Hyatt was going to be able to do this year. Just based on the speed, faster than the cheetah himself. So with that play, it opened everything else up underneath. So you got your passes out to guys like it. Well, Paris. Can we talk about drops for a second?
Sure.
Paris Campbell, Barkley with we talked about this right as we were getting on, or and then a little bit in the intro here. But Barkley just pulls a Kadarius Toney, and I guess that's what we get for making fun. But Slayton he caught a couple passes into the slot, which if you can get Slayton and Waller, these guys out of the slot because you got the over the top dude, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, Daniel Jones just proved what he could do if you let him loose a little bit.
Yes.
So let the man loose a little bit.
One, protect him. Two, let him do what he does. Let him do what he does. They said exactly. And it's about goddamn time more people other than Dave are starting to realize that, if you give the guy time, he can do it, man. He can do it with his legs. And maybe he doesn't have a fucking, that John Elway, I'll take your hands off if you catch my ball, speed ball. But the dude can fucking zip it in there. I mean, he can zip it in there. Like I said, that took balls, that pass to Hodgins in the end zone. That was 3 defenders, and he pounded it in there. It was probably one of the best throws he's ever made.
That's how the confidence was there. It was completion after completion on top of that. So you build the confidence.
Yeah, and even the throw to Barkley when Barkley ran it in on the run, threw it perfectly to where Barkley could catch it and make the turn and jump into the end zone. That's the kind of shit I want to see.
Yes.
Give the man his protection, and we're going to shock a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, and again, you saw in that half all the tools that he has. You give him like Timmy says, and we beat a dead horse with this, but you give the man some time, and he can do a 3-step drop, a 5-step drop. He can run in a 14-yard rushing touchdown. And of course, and then Dave wants to say, oh, but he's on pace for 25 interceptions. Yeah, 2 of them were off of Saquon, one against the Cowboys, and then one against these guys. And then what does he say? The troll that he is. That's not what's going to say in the record books.
Yeah. Well, if you want to go back and start recounting everyone else's, forget about it. How many interceptions people are going to have?
They should. If they have half a sack, they should have half of interception. They just should decide.
Yep.
Because those two, like Mahomes, really is going to get an interception for that, and same thing for Dimes. Put it right in the chest, in the hands, and.
By the way, I do have a bad.
Ooh.
A bad is, my opinion only. I disagreed with them going for the field goal at the end. That's why Barkley got hurt.
Yeah.
I'm going to blame Daboll, whoever making those calls. You're literally destroying them on offense, and all of a sudden you play conservative to set up for a field goal to waste time. I disagree with that 1,000%. You had them on your heels. You were doing what you wanted to them, and then by running the ball and by being conservative, Saquon got hurt.
Yep.
So I disagree with that completely. I think if you would have been more aggressive and went for the touchdown, he's not hurt, and he's playing this week, and he's all shiny and new. But now, him and 30 other running backs who want their money are not playing this week because they're hurt.
Yes.
So, sorry, guys.
So, all right. Well, he has not been ruled out yet, but that's might be more of a
sit him out. Sit him out.
I think it's just Daboll not exposing his plan yet. So he's got to say, he's got to say that he's not out yet.
When we talk about the 49ers, we'll talk about that. But yeah. I just say sit him out anyway. Sit him out.
I agree with you.
I don't want to see him this weekend. It's a short week. It's against the 49ers. Sit him down.
Yeah. I'm 1,000% with you. But if I get tickets to the Dolphins game, I'm gonna need him in there. I'm gonna need it there. All right. So and then that's a good segue. As a result of Saquon going down, by the way, a whole hell of a lot better than what we probably just imagined in our minds. The first thing I thought of was high ankle sprain. They're gonna say 5 weeks. It's gonna be like 8, and screw us again.
Yep.
But I guess best case scenario with all that freaking weight that went down on his ankle, especially
when he slammed his helmet down on the bench, yeah. I went, no. That's it. That's it.
Because they show the most frustration when they know something major happened.
I mean, look at Chubb yesterday. Look, dude, I feel bad for that guy. Second time he did that.
Disgusting.
It is so gross. And he sat there. Again, how do these guys not cry or scream? I guess because they're in shock. Is that what it is? Because he was just like, my year's over. My career might be over. So sitting there chilling. And then once he got on the bench, it started, I guess it's shock. Because even I told you, Aaron Rodgers, he was like, yeah, I think my legs hurt. Look, this sucks. Dude, I'd be screaming like a baby. I wouldn't care if I was on TV. That shit looks painful. Especially Chubb.
That was absolute. By the way, in one of my fantasy leagues, I went in first round. I had the last pick of the first round. I went Chubb Barkley.
That's not good.
There it is. There it is.
You're having a bad week this week.
That's in that one league, yes, absolutely. And then in the other league, I bought into the Justin Fields hype, and he's not doing shit. So, of course, last year he went all out in fantasy, even though he still didn't do shit in the regular season. But now he's not doing it.
I wish I could find that guy. I forgot who it was who picked the Bears to win it all. I wish I could find that guy just so I could go, what are you smoking? Because I'd love to have some of that.
All right. So with the injury comes, all right, now what should they do? And, I sent you, I think it was an article that I don't remember where it was from, but with potential replacements, if it was going to be a longer term deal, because I think that article was yesterday before we learned that it was just a normal ankle sprain. But it was guys like Kareem Hunt, what's his name that was down here in Tampa?
Leonard Fournette.
And a few
out of that list, Kareem Hunt's the only one that I would even entertain.
But now you know where Kareem Hunt's going to wind up now. He's going to just go back to Cleveland. Yeah, it's a comfortable fit for him. Why not?
Yeah.
So if it's only going to be a week or two, I'm not that I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying that any of these guys are remotely near as talented as Barkley, but you got Breida, who's been in this offense for a while, maybe longer than most of the Giants. You got Brightwell, and you got the rookie Eric Gray, who was picked in the 5th round. What say you? Your Daboll, what kind of rotation do you think that they go through for either one game or 2 games? We'll hope for just a one.
I mean, you can't put it on the rookie. But I want Barkley back, but I'm very excited to see what Eric Gray will do. A lot of people say he's going to be the experts. Let me put the quotes up.
Mm-hmm.
That he might be a steal. So far, we've only seen him on really special teams, which I don't like. By the way, I don't like him running. I don't like when whole high profile positions run the ball back.
Or corners or anything.
They should add a guy to the roster who's just the return guy and nothing else. That's what I would do if I was commissioner. By the way, just that one guy. No, I'd go with a steady dose of kind of like a thunder and lightning type thing. You got Brady, you got Gray. You alternate, you get them both in and out. Gray's going to need a lot of snaps now. I'd like to see a good alternation. Brady to Saquon, no. But he has been there. He's been there a couple of years. Yeah. He knows the offense. You got to go with Brady. But I want to see a healthy dose of Eric Gray too so we can see what he has.
Me too. Right. What he has, like in this offense, in the second half offense that we saw this past week, you can imagine, we already know what Saquon can do in it, but a guy like Gray can, you can do different things with him, and plus you got the speed of Hyatt. Imagine the creativity that these guys are going to be able to put forth, which is the speed of Hyatt. You got a reliable pass catcher in Waller now. Slayton seems more comfortable catching balls in the slot, as opposed to dropping them in
everywhere else.
So I'm again, not that I'm happy about this whole thing, but I do want to see what Eric Gray has and what he's gonna wind up playing some snaps against a pretty nasty defense this coming week.
Yep.
So all right. Let's get into a couple of the other injuries that the Giants have. Andrew Thomas, obviously, is the big one. Hurt his hamstring against the Cowboys. They from what I just read a little bit ago, signs are pretty positive at the moment for him to be a go this Thursday, which would be huge to get him back. Huge.
Even if he can't play every snap, just certain downs, certain areas of the field, that'd be pretty goddamn sweet.
Well, if he's playing, according to Anthony, nothing bad's gonna happen back there.
Listen, as much as Dave wants to bust Anthony's balls, that whole segment fascinated me.
Yeah,
I'm like, wow, maybe he really does suck. Because I was like, he hooked me. He hooked me with it because I was sitting there going, wow, you're right, unblocked. I was like, yeah, maybe he sucks. Maybe he doesn't deserve to have the. Yeah, I was like, maybe he doesn't deserve it. So I don't say what you want. Anthony, great job. That was a great segment because I was like, dude, I think Bosa sucks now. I do.
That's very interesting. And then now
wait, football gods, I apologize. I shouldn't say that. I didn't mean it. Bosa is the greatest of all time. I'm sorry. There you go.
I wish that my co-hosts on the Put in the Book show were like you, because they went all over DeGrom, the traitor, and now look at us. They did not appreciate the baseball gods.
No, you got it. The gods are real.
Yes, absolutely. It's not a thing to play around with.
Because I'm not saying I'm directly responsible for a couple of those Yankee World Series, but I'm definitely responsible for a couple of little things that happen there by appeasing the gods in a certain way.
Now, wait a second. Is Terzio not going to join us this week?
I hope not.
I'm just saying, he was here last week, talked a lot of junk, talked a lot of smack.
He won't come.
And I'll tell you one thing he's going to zero in on, because before the game, he messaged me and he says, guess what? The Giants aren't going to score in the first quarter either. So he's going to say something about that, but
okay.
Zach Wilson, 3 picks.
It was dude, and I'm not going to get a chance. I'm not to do unsportsmanlike, so I'll just say it right here, dude. Fucking Cowboys, look, that defense is sick.
And that matchup's going to come up soon. Cowboys and the Dolphins. I'm really eager to see that those wide receivers, that speed on offense versus that defense.
I still don't trust Dak in their offense, but their defense is. But then again, it seems like they're not putting as much pressure on him.
They're turning him into hill.
That might be the key. He might just be like a fucking, what's his name? Trent, what's his name? What was the guy who won the
Douchebag.
I can't think of all their names
Dilfer.
anyway. Yeah, it's Dilfer. They're probably thinking about it was a Trent Dilfer type guy who's just there to throw the ball once in a while and not do anything else stupid.
Raul, he was watching NXT.
Are you watching NXT?
I want the
Damn
other
you and your
running back.
NXT.
I want the other running backs to get play and use them in a lot of different spots for the Giants. Yeah, those three guys. I mean, you can put Breida and Brightwell, and it's going to have to be a mix of all three of them. Plus Jones. Jones will probably lead everybody in rushing anyway, because that's what he does.
And as much as the guy makes me cringe though. It's like, dude, dive, slide, do something.
Oh my god!
You don't have to prove how tough you are. I don't want you to be tough. Slide like a fairy. I don't care. Slide, please. Don't dive either because you get hurt that way too.
Yeah,
go out of bounds. I'm okay.
This is make fun of Eli for not knowing how to slide properly, dive properly.
3-year-olds know how to slide. It's like something that you just learn right away. And Eli never did.
Never, ever. And Eli, by the way, on Twitter, go Giants. I miss them on Monday Night Football. I don't know about everybody else, but
they'll be back for Seattle game, Giants Seattle. They'll be back.
Yes. But yesterday I had I forgot the other game was on. I'm like, who the hell am I listening to here? These other guys doing the Saints game. All right.
Why put two games on like that? I have no idea.
It's usually like a 7:15 game, and then there's a late game,
a West Coast game, yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand. What are we doing?
I don't know.
And then maybe it's a chance for ESPN to display their new little box that they have, like the Octo box thing that DirecTV used to have, or DirecTV still has. I'm not sure. What was your?
It was my first week with your guy.
Yes.
It was all right. I'm so used to Siciliano that it might take me a while to get used to this dude. But yeah, no, it was cool. He's a lot faster than Siciliano is. He's like, Seattle, here we go. This game. Oh, no, let's go to this game now. Oh, no.
I told you.
Four games are in the red zone. 4. I was like, well, shut up and put them on.
What do I do?
So yeah, he's much faster at switching the games. He doesn't wait. You don't even get to see a half a second of a commercial. He's like, fuck that commercial. Next game, go.
Exactly. He hates. And the more you watch, the more you'll see. Don't try and sneak that commercial in there. Yeah. We don't have none of those around here. So he's cool. All right, so let's get into. I hate this quick turnaround thing, and the tough matchup. They just stayed there. They stayed in Phoenix, I think, for an extra day, and then they're gonna head up. But I was looking at some of these stats of the 49ers here, and obviously, and we'll get into it tomorrow on Unsportsmanlike tomorrow with Anthony and his love for the 49ers. I have a feeling that he might be picking the Giants. I'm not sure. But you got so many freaking weapons, Timmy. We were pretty disappointed in Wink against the Cowboys. With just so many weapons on this offense, and then you got a guy who, in Purdy, who is Mr. Irrelevant, but I mean he's getting the job done. He slings the ball over. He's got that weird. He's like Stafford almost, sidearm. Then he gets his 3/4, whatever. So, do you have any faith that this defense can make some stops here against this?
I have faith in the D. It's the I'm worried about. I have faith in the defense. I think we can. Are we going to win? I'm not picking them to win. No, I'm not. Am I picking it to be a Cowboy type game? It better not be after what we just did in the second half. Again. No, but I think the D can make a couple stops. I said it's the offense I'm worried about. I think we can match up well against them. I said the rookie cornerbacks are playing. Hawkins is playing great. Banks is playing good. McKinney just needs to get out of his own head. I love our secondary. I mean, our linebackers are a little suspect. Like I said, we have no pass rush. But if we stop McCaffrey and make Purdy do everything, then I think we can. I think we can make a couple good stops.
Yeah, that's the key is stopping McCaffrey because I mean if you just think of the names Debo and Ayuk and
Ayuk got hurt.
Kittle,
Ayuk got hurt. Is he going to
Ayuk got
play?
hurt. I haven't seen an update for him. Um, but still he's not. I mean he has his games for sure, but he's not as consistent as you'd like him to be if you're a 49ers fan. And then so on the flip side here, just like you said, where's the fate after seeing that second half of this Giants team? And they asked Dayball if he switched to calling the plays in the second half. He said no, but a lot of people don't believe that, which then puts the onus of Barkley's injury definitely on Dayball, as you mentioned. But no matter who is calling the plays, if everything lands right as if they did in the second half against the Cardinals, what can they do here? The question is, can Dimes have enough time to throw the ball?
I don't know. who's showing up? I mean, the team is so.
If Andrew Thomas play it, yeah.
Look, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough because, like I said, I don't have too much faith in our guards. A rookie center, Neal is up and down,
Very inconsistent.
So I don't know. I would love to tell you, yeah, we're going to beat them, blow them out, but that's not going to happen. I'm not worried about the team. I'm worried about the offense, which again, I think it's going to be a repeating theme for this entire season. It's going to be the offense, the offense, the offense. So, I mean, I still don't know why we haven't brought back Justin Pugh. I mean, how can it hurt? Just bring him in.
Give it a shot.
It can't be any worse than what's going on right now. So, what can we do? Run, play action. Run, play action. And do not keep him in the pocket. He works best when he's on the move. Rotate him right. Rotate him left. Let him move around. Move the whole line. Move the pocket with him. Then he can probably make some noise. Don't let him sit there and wait for Bosa or whoever else to come in and just, smack him around. Fred Warner's there. You got all these fucking guys. We don't need that shit.
Well, if you count silver linings, if it's that kind of a game, we get that out of the way on a Thursday, and you go enjoy your trip, and we focus on fantasy football come Sunday. But I was 2-0. I'm 0-2, and I'm on the hot seat. So on the cover of the back pages, and it's tough to face this media.
I'm just happy I beat the auto drafter.
No, I lost to them. Yeah, I lost to them when he didn't even he didn't replace the tight end.
No, I beat him quite handily too. So I'm happy.
I want to. So obviously Saquon got hurt for me in that league. Fields, James Cook has been good. I got Aaron Jones, Christian Watson out. This is the start for me. That's the first two games. Saquon out now.
I beat him 189-148.
That's good. I'm disgusted by my team right now. And Justin Fields, I might bench your ass for Jared Goff this week.
I would play Jared Goff.
I think I might.
I have him as my.
That Kansas City defense is looking good. Fields is going against in KC, but we'll see what I do with that. It was just a bad week because I also lost in another game where I sat somebody who had 40 points, and I just don't. Fantasy football is just garbage, man. Play it every year. We played it for like 15 years now. It's the worst thing ever. Raul says, I'm praying for a miracle for my Giants to win the game on Thursday night. I have faith in reality the 49ers will win, but I think it will be a close game and take the Giants plus the points, which I have not looked at. Let me take a look here. That's not like me. Oh, good. Jeez. That's why nobody wanted me to see it. It's 49ers are favored by 10.5.
Wow, 10.5.
Disrespectful.
That is disrespectful. Now, what happens if we knock out Brock Purdy? Who's taking those snaps? McCaffrey?
McCaffrey. or Purdy, like with a like with like a
Like
limp
the Super
arm or
Bowl.
some shit. Wow, 10.5. All right. Well, all right. Regardless of the line, Timmy, let's go through and see who we're gonna pick here. I'll let you start off here. Giants,
Yeah.
49ers, 10.5. Damn.
Oh, I'm ignoring
Rude.
the points, but yeah, I'm going to
Rude.
take the 49ers, unfortunately. If we lose, I'm hoping it's a game where, it's a 28-21, 24-17, that kind of game. Make it respectable if we're going to lose. But like I said, I think the defense can hang with them. I'm worried about the offense. I'm worried about the guards protecting Jones. You got to
Yes.
move that pocket. You can't keep him still, and you got to get Hyatt involved a lot more, please. Just make plays for him.
Speed kills, baby.
Yeah, speed kill. What happened to like video game where the arrow just went straight up, like, oh, I'm throwing to that guy.
Yeah.
Straight up arrow, boop, and you hit loft, and it goes right into the guy's hands.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. Do it.
I saw where Hyatt right before the play said, "Throw it to me." He was that see,
and he was what 10, 15 yards in front of the defender.
That dude gets space. He had Sauce Gardner in the preseason by 5 yards on that one play. He's got the speed. We have not had this kind of speed threat. I mean, you could say never.
Never.
Because
never really.
You've never had somebody as fast as this guy.
Nope.
Faster than a cheetah. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go. I got the same kind of thinking as you. I hope it'll be like a 28-21 or 27-21 to 20 type of game. But if they play crisp enough and they get the movement on offense, I think that they can make it this game will come down to the last 3 drives kind of a game, which is all that we can hope for. It's a prime time game. We know the deal with that. We still have several more to go here in the early going.
Fucking schedule. I hate the schedule makers.
Yeah,
I hate
what
them.
a bunch of dipshits. They
All
really
away, all away games, all these primetime games. It's like, stop. 1:00 Sunday. Every game should be 1:00 Sunday.
And how about 2 of the first 3 defenses you see is Cowboys and the 49ers?
Yeah.
What do we do to deserve this?
We must have pissed somebody off.
Unbelievable. All right.
Well, did the Maras piss the owners, the guys off for some reason?
The football gods, something happened. All right. So you're not going to be with us live, but hopefully you're able to join for some comments and whatnot tomorrow.
Well, I'll be too, and if as long as it's like I don't disturb people sitting around me, I will try to call in.
Chime in, yeah, get in there because I'm gonna have the troll. I'm gonna have one less, sensible brain on the show with me. Oh my! And he's gonna come out of the gate, so he's on pace for 25 interceptions. Get out of here! All right, we appreciate you guys joining. Tune in tomorrow night on Sportsmanlike Conduct, where we get you caught up in week 2, and as we head into week 3, we'll get you caught up in our picks, where we stand with that, and all that fun stuff. Until next week, when we'll likely be 1-2, but we hope to be 2-1. Peace out, everybody. Let's go, Giants.